2 hours later, the elephant was back on its feet, sore from the cleaning up of the infected leg. His chances of survival still remain in the balance. This is not the first time Wild Horizons have rescued an abandoned wild elephant. Back in August 2000, a young male was found with a badly injured leg, again from a poacher snare. The elephant's leg was cleaned every day and it received regular checkups by vets who administered antibiotics. Later named Mashaba, this elephant has happily joined the resident herd on walks and roams the bush eating and drinking during the day. Seeing Mashaba recover from his serious injury, the children's reactions to touching and feeding a real African elephant, the guests' enjoyment of the elephant-back safaris, and Rastus growing stronger by the day, highlights just how well tourism and conservation can work closely together with great success. The change from the lawlessness of childhood through to the responsibility of adulthood must be a gradual adjustment. As important as the baby bottle of milk formula is for the infant, so is the introduction for the social structure with all its disciplines and survival techniques to the adolescent. These are no different to those that we know and include love, kinship, trust, discipline, sibling rivalry, procreation, dominance, and friendship. Wild Horizons believes that the yearning to pass this information on is as great as the need to know it. This, and the shared desire of motherhood, explains the overload of emotions displayed by the females on their introduction to Rastus and Malasha. As orphans themselves, perhaps they are even more aware that these youngsters experience the natural upbringing within a matriarchal system. Perhaps some of the girls are not as maternal as we would imagine. Will some be good mothers and some not? The introduction of Malasha certainly showed that Lundi and Tendai are far more attentive than the others. After all, aren't herds just made up with individuals with individual likes and dislikes? It is imperative that as surrogate herd members with the management capabilities, we are sensitive to all issues and wherever possible provide any ingredients missing to ensure a natural lifestyle as possible. It is imperative that those working with the elephant gain acceptance as dominant but caring herd members. This sometimes has to be done with care. With Rastus being introduced to the daily routine of herd life, Mashaba approaching his teenage years, and Malasha taking full advantage of his infant stage, the Wild Horizons elephant herd has a very natural look about it. The final piece will be in place when and if Jane and Emily, who were mated by a wild elephant bull, give birth. Is the ultimate plan to release them back into the wild? The answer is no. What would the reason be? Why would they yearn for another lifestyle when all they need is supplied? They have been orphaned once, and we have no intention of inflicting that upon them again.